Hey everybody, Liam McGuire here. Just a quick little return of Liam's Hockey. Going to try and bang out a couple of weeks here going forward for the next few months. See if I can scare a couple sponsors up. I think I may have a couple lads ready to go, but just a real quick one here tonight as we get ready for Ottawa, Toronto. I'm calling 5-2 Leafs. 5-2 Leafs in that game. We'll see. I want to address something. The topic du jour last night, beyond Connor McDavid's phenomenal hat trick, was from the night before, Auston Matthews complaining, and the Leafs, mostly their fans, but Auston as well, and the organization, complaining about the cross-checks. And look, they had a point. I was kind of surprised a couple of them weren't called early on. Yes, he deserved one too in the retaliation of Sherratt, but you know what? At the end of the day, he'd already taken like 5 or 6. So I think you'll see that called a little bit more strictly tonight, a little bit more stringently, and you know, first games for everybody, right? First games for the officials, first games for everybody. We've seen a lot of goals scored, which is great. Some goaltending displays not so good, some bad luck, some just, hey, I think they just haven't got the reps in. But I think Auston Matthews had a point, and I think you'll see them called. Well, it's not that I want to see that. I'm an old school hockey guy. And you know, clear the front of the net. The front of the net used to be where, you know, angels feared to go, right? Has that expression, as I tried to, easy for me to say. You know, angels feared to tread, I think was the actual expression. And it used to be a war zone in front of the net. And it's not that way anymore. And penalties, we know. And the point that was made, both in our local radio and also on social media the last 48 hours, was you get a little tap on the gloves, and they call it, and you stand in front of the net, and it's boom, and there's no call unless you really almost cripple a guy. So I think, you know, they're gonna dial that back a little bit, and look, it's gonna be good for all teams, and you know, I mean, they'll call it hopefully fairly as best as they can, and I think point being that I think Auston had a point there. Washington scored 6 goals and Ovi didn't get one. Don't worry. It's like McDavid not scoring on opening night. Ovi had some looks, and he's not spring chicken anymore either. He'll never catch Gretzky, and it's unfortunate. If you put everything equal, right? If you had Wayne being eligible to go in the NHL at 18, which he wasn't, if you had Ovi not missing the lockout year, and then subsequently another lockout year, Wayne also had a lockout year as well. Both half seasons, right? 2013, 1995 were the 48 gamers that affected each of them respectively. Anyway, regardless, I don't think all games played and everything. I still don't think Ovi was going to catch him. I can't write him off yet. He still could do it. I just don't think he will. All I'm saying is that don't put any stock. I saw a few comments today. Oh, I don't know, he was looking a little old last night. They won the game. He picked up, I think, a couple assists. He had some looks. He's going to score his goals. He's going to score his goals this year. He's greatest career goal scorer, pure goal scorer in the history of the game. I mean, you can't, you know, when you start getting into that discussion, you go Wayne and you start like, how do you say 894 goals and 92 in one season? I'm sorry, the conversation ends right there. But pure sniper, Ovi over a career is the best, and wherever it ends up, it ends up. I just don't think he's going to catch Wayne. Anyway, not really too much else to say. Really like the Habs' first effort against Toronto. They deserved a better fate. They were the better team. 5-on-3. Weber shoots it over the glass. Give the Leafs credit. They scored on the power plays. Drouin's clearing it behind the net. Hits the ref. Nice goal there. And look, the OT was unbelievable, right? It was just incredible. Insanity. Pure insanity. 3-on-3 until O'Reilly, the 2-on-1. That should Paul Byron have booked it back. I mean, you know, I guess he's thinking, man, if I book it back and I don't get the puck and lose it or whatever, I got nothing. But I think, you know, he's probably going to be the first guy to go off this active roster. Having said that, he probably, in hindsight, wishes he had to just put his head down and raced back and tried to break up that play and just hoped that Montreal might have recovered the puck and maybe been able to hold off so he could change. As a result, him not doing it, they end up with a 2-on-1, which is, that Leaf team is, they're scary, man. They're scary offense, and we'll talk more about that as the season progresses. Anyway, just a quick little Liam's Hockey here to warm everybody up at the start of the season. Hey, can't go anywhere. Who can, really? Without a shot of whiskey, we'll shut her down here right now, get this puppy up, get set for Ottawa, Toronto. I want to salute the start of the NHL season. Hope everybody is staying safe, be well, and drink heavily and enjoy the hockey. Enjoy the violence. G'day.